Welcome to the Heal Yourself podcast, where we dive deep into all things healing. I'm Denise, a speech language pathologist and a self-love coach for adults and teens.
And I'm Kira, a traditional naturopath and functional nutritionist, and we are here to guide you through the transformative process of healing your body, mind, and soul.
From the latest in functional medicine to nurturing your relationship with yourself, healing trauma, and even transforming your money story, we're here to empower you with the knowledge and tools to create lasting change.
So whether you're looking to heal physically, emotionally, or spiritually, join us as we explore the many paths to wholeness and wellness.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Heal Yourself podcast. Today, you got me and Denise, and we are talking about supplements.
Yay! And just so you know, if you hear a dog in the background, it's my dog. I cannot silence her. She's a hound. She's not being silenced.
Well, honestly, and I don't know if you guys can hear me, I am fighting something off. It's not a great sound, but we're here and we're doing it anyhow. And I got my hot, I'm not even going to call it hot tea. It's called a Fixer Elixir, and it's amazing. And Denise is making faces at me.
Fixer Elixir.
Fixer Elixir. It's fixing me up real good.
We need to start recording these with video because we always say, oh, Denise made the face at me or this or that.
It would not be a pretty...
They need to see the faces.
It would not be a pretty video right now. Guys, we haven't showered, so...
In pajamas, literally. Well, I did brush my teeth and washed my face and did my skincare.
Yeah,
but I did still
that's as far as I got. Well, okay, so we wanted to talk supplements. This is actually the perfect time because I'm taking supplements right now for fighting stuff off. And I made some posts, and it's just something that I've noticed, and I'm sure Denise has noticed a lot too, is everybody turns to supplements. It's like we're on this kick of like, more is better. Let me take this. This is going to help me feel amazing. And oh, so-and-so told me I should take this. And I read this thing on Instagram. This influencer said I need to take that. And we're a society that is overdoing supplements right now.
I completely agree with you. And I also believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, don't you think also, and we had talked about it in a previous episode about the Amazon priming your health, right? Yeah. So supplements are faster, right? And then we want the results faster. And also, like you said, with the influencers or all of the supplements that are coming out on the market, there are just so many. What do you take? What do you do? I mean,
and there's
just confusing sometimes. Like, what the heck am I going to take? Or which one is better for me? Or, my friend is taking this and she feels great, but then I'm taking it, but I don't feel great. But why?
Yeah. And that's the hard part is, there are so many different supplements out there now. It's unbelievable. You can get on Fullscript, Amazon, go into a grocery store, and then the quality varies, the type varies, the fillers, like there's so much that goes into it. And I feel like a lot of people are taking crappy quality supplements. So I'm just going to say right now, if you're going to Walgreens, Walmart, Costco, there is a 99% chance you're taking a lot of fillers, a lot of junk. It's not serving you. So sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I know. You are absolutely right. Well, even the gas stations sometimes.
What? Okay, that
I think they might have supplements. I'm going to have to look at the 7-Eleven. Seriously, I think maybe they might have it. I don't know. They might have those caffeine pills. Those are supplements.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Well, and that's the thing is, one of our instructors always said, you can't out-supplement a bad diet, which is true, but like supplements also aren't healing. You know what I mean? They're supplemental. And I think people are getting them confused with, if I just take these things, I'm going to feel good. And I can't tell you how many clients, like I sent Denise a message the other day, which is what inspired this episode. But then even talking to a client yesterday, I'm sorry for calling you out. She won't know who she is. But who was like, well, what can I take for this? No, but which supplement? And I'm like, but it's not about the supplement. Yes, there's a time and a place, right? I take magnesium every day. I take a few things, but I know that it's there as supplemental because I'm not consuming enough. But we've got people who, I'm going to call out some other people I worked with, who are on berberine supplements for months, which they read online, well, it's great for blood sugar. Yeah, not supposed to be on it long term. It's also an antimicrobial. Or people taking oregano oil forever, right? Or high doses of vitamin D, which don't even get me started on that one.
Well, isn't it supposed to be a just like the medication, right? The medication
Yes.
also, it's a temporary
Yes.
fix or thing to help you, to support you, right?
Yes.
It's a temporary, but then people end up on the same medication for 25 years and that medication probably stops helping them. Same thing with the supplements, staying on it for so long, it's not becoming a supplement anymore. It's just
No.
becoming part of your identity, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And what is the difference, Kira? And this is something that maybe it's a reflection question. If you're taking, let's say, if someone's taking 15 supplements, what is the difference between 15 supplements and 10 or 5 or 6 prescription medication? You're
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
You are.
And I don't know if you remember when we were going through functional medicine training, our mentor would say, as practitioners, she would remind us, don't substitute the prescription pad with the supplement link. And that's what a lot of practitioners have been doing. And I have worked with a practitioner before I joined the functional medicine training. I did the health coaching through IIN, and I healed myself from a lot of ailments that I had, but I wanted to get more, right? And I did work with a practitioner from the same school. And she ended up giving me so many supplements to the point I couldn't even swallow them. And I'm like, I can't do this. And then when I took the course with our mentor, and I was like, wait a minute, this is what practitioners are doing.
Yeah.
They're just sending you the supplement link.
Yeah.
Instead of, the doctor writing the prescription. So that's where, and we're not saying supplements are bad, but we're saying that why supplement something that you can actually, do with nutrition or with emotions, resolving emotions? Because sometimes, yes, it is deeper than just eating more or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. There's so many different types. There's vitamins and minerals, you've got herbs, you've got everything in between. And again, there's a time and a place, right? Our soil's depleted. We could get into the food supply. So there are times where people, maybe they need a multivitamin, maybe they need magnesium, or you know what I mean? Something like that, some type of vitamin or mineral, omega-3s because they don't eat fatty fish. Okay, that's why it's called supplemental. You're not consuming enough of that thing, so you're supplementing. I understand that, especially if you're like, well, I'm not going to eat fatty fish, like I can't touch it. Okay, then. But then on the other side, we have people that don't understand that everything works together. So like if you're taking, I'm going to go back to vitamin D, a high dose of vitamin D because you're like, I read online it's good for my immune system and my doctor said my vitamin D is low. Seriously, we could have a whole conversation on that. But like, why is your vitamin D low? Is it because you just are lacking a supplement, or are you not doing the right things? Is it due to inflammation? Is it due to low glutathione? Is it due to low magnesium? Like there's cofactors, and people don't get the intricacies of that. And so they take these high dosages of things, even magnesium, right? You and I love magnesium. It's like a top thing. But if you're just taking a shit ton of magnesium, but you're not paying attention to how much calcium you're consuming, you're throwing stuff off. And that's what people are doing all day long. High dose over here, are not paying attention to, oh my gosh, well, if I take this, it's going to now deplete that. So I've got to replenish that one with more food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to consider.
Yeah.
Look at your cabinet and see how many supplements you have. What are the necessary ones? Are you taking a lot? Are you buying them from, Costco, Walmart, etc.? Are you buying high quality ones? Because it does matter. The quality does matter, because if you are taking in the fillers and etc., then
you're wasting your money.
Yeah. You're wasting your money. Exactly. Because it's not helping you. Maybe 5% of it is going into your body, but the rest is just like nothing. So, I mean, for me, I would always, like you say, whatever you can get from food and whatever you need to supplement, then supplement. But I also think that don't just randomly Google or chat GPT supplements. I totally believe don't you think they need to be working with somebody in order to guide them to see which supplements are better for them, for their unique needs, for their unique biology, composition, whatever, because we're literally all different.
Yeah. No, I do because, and that's what I'm saying is like, there's people that think like, no, I'm making a great choice by supplementing with this, but you're throwing something else out of balance. If you're supplementing, you should be routinely getting labs. That's my belief. You should be making sure that you're not throwing things out of whack. And then on the amount, again, like Denise said, look at what you're taking and know why you're taking it and what it's doing. If something doesn't make you feel better, why are you taking it? It's defeating the purpose. It's one thing if a practitioner is like, hey, take these 3 things because I've got you on a gut protocol. You know, you're going to be on these for 6 weeks. It's another to be like, well, I'm on these 15 things and I've been on them the last 2 years, but I don't feel any better. Now you're overwhelming the liver. Now you're overwhelming the nervous system and you're telling your body that you're not well.
Yeah. And I remembered something, but I kind of forgot it. What did Tracy used to say about, I mean, supplements are still foreign to your body. So your body still has to go through detoxification when you take them, correct? Did I remember that correctly?
To an
Type of
extent.
thing-ish?
It depends on what they are. Yeah.
But if you are taking a low quality supplement that has the
Oh.
fillers, that have the toxins, right?
Yes.
Isn't it just also adding on to the burden of the toxicity?
Well, yeah, I mean, we won't get into how many supplements have heavy metals and whatnot.
Right. So that's
But-
what I'm saying. Like the less supplements you're on, the better, because automatically you're on less toxins. And then, I mean, you got to see what you need. Your experiences are different, you know, like we've talked about it, whether in health or in business or something. There's no use in comparing anything to anybody because you are a completely different human being with a different body, different experiences that drove these nutrition to be, that drove whatever you're experiencing right now, you know? So it's really important to target that as a unique experience, even the supplements, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. I mean, takeaways today, I would say your big things are go into your supplement cabinet and see if you have a ton in there, start weeding through. Like, what? It's okay. I have a lot in mine too, but part of it is just like an arsenal. You know what I mean? Like, I've got homeopathic remedies, I've got herbs, I've got tinctures, I've got things for when we don't feel good or different ailments, right? That's fine.
Right, but you're using them for that phase, right?
Exactly.
So you have them as backup for that phase. So if you're sick, you know, boom, this is what I'm going to take. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if we're having this is what, but again, you're going back to, you're taking it temporarily.
Yes.
Right?
Like right now, people are going to ask, well, what are you taking when you're sick? I can tell you, feeling like this, I have an insanely sore throat. I'm so fatigued. I'm taking oregano oil. Am I going to take these soft gels forever? No, I'm probably going to take them for 3 or 4 days just because they're natural. It's still an antibiotic. You know what I mean? People don't get that. So I'm taking that. I'm taking a little extra zinc, but I'm not going to take like COVID. People took insane amounts of zinc for months on end. Well, guess how many people have copper imbalance now? I'm only going to do it for a few days. So I've got a few things. I do them for a few days and that's it. So look in your cabinet and see if you've got stuff for certain situations, totally fine. But if you look in there and you're like, oh man, I'm taking like 13, 14 things every single day, cut them all out and reintroduce them one by one and see, does my body need this? How do I feel when I take it? If it's not doing anything for you, stop taking it.
Yeah.
And again, we're not opposed to supplements. I take a few myself every single day.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know what they're doing and I notice a difference.
And I want to add, whether you're working with somebody or you're not, or you're doing whatever, always, always, always follow your intuition. So when I was working with somebody, I knew my stuff and I was like, oh, she knows more than me. I'm going to follow. But then my gut was telling me, stop. Like, this is not helping you. This is not helping you. And I listened to my gut. I listened to my intuition. So even if the practitioner is recommending so many things and you're like, wait a minute, but that's no. Question, you know, express it, advocate for yourself, even if you think, oh, they know more than you would. I know they do. However, you also know you more than anybody. So definitely, I tell everybody, even my students, when I'm talking to them, when we're doing speech, I always tell them, follow your intuition, follow that voice inside.
Mm-hmm.
It always takes you to the right, it always leads you to the right path.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's true. And I mean, I could riff on that for a little bit, but there is an influx of practitioners right now, especially in the functional medicine space, that are doing that. Like you said,
yeah.
they're just, hey, we're not writing
Unfortunately,
prescriptions, but we're going to give you all these supplements. And I'm like, that's not true. Functional medicine is digging into the root cause and asking
absolutely.
why, not just saying, hey, you're deficient in these things based on $1,000 worth of testing I ran. Here you go. Here's your supplements.
Yeah. And again, I mean, I don't want to analyze or anything, but I know that those practitioners, they want to get results for their clients. However, results for your clients, just like I tell you, depends on your clients because
Mm-hmm.
you're not a magician and you don't have a magic wand. And I feel sometimes they're overly giving the supplement so they can actually let them see the result, have them see the result. But at the end of the day, that result's only temporary because you can't not
Yep.
sustain taking 15, 20 supplements every day forever. And if you are doing that, please look deeper because there isn't a difference between taking because I'm always looking at my grandma's little pouch and I'm like, oh my gosh, she carries her pharmacy with her. But then again, when I, look at the supplements, sometimes like what, like, so don't confuse that and just follow your intuition. And if you want to work with somebody, work with the right person. And that right person is in front of me.
Nah, not always. And I tell people, like, by all means, book a complimentary call with me, but like, I work in such a collaborative way because we are digging into emotions and
Yes.
stuff too, that it's got to be a right fit. But I would definitely say if you're someone that's not just taking like a multivitamin or a couple things that you're like, it's pretty balanced. If you're taking a bunch of different herbs, a bunch of different vitamins or minerals, you need to be working with someone. You need to be getting labs
Yep.
checked.
Yep. Oh yeah. Labs checked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept it
I
short
know
and
that we
sweet.
didn't have like a lot of like tips or actionable stuff, but it's a lot
No,
of like reflection, I feel. And it does tie in with the New Year resolution because right now I feel like, people in January, they buy all the supplements in the
yep.
world so they can feel the best. But
Cleanses,
yeah,
detoxes.
detox cleanse. I mean, we used to run them. It's normal. I get it. But yeah, just a lot of reflection here, a lot of like digging deep and looking within and seeing, is this the life that I want to lead, taking that many supplements or Amazon Prime My Health, or do I truly want to use them as a supplement, like you said, to support something for a minute and then I'm done with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is reflection. Because I bet a bunch of people listening to this episode are going to be like, crap, that's me. So,
Yeah.
something to ponder. And I mean, as always, guys, our DMs on Instagram are open. So, come find us on Heal Yourself Podcast. Ask us
Yes.
questions about supplements, share your feedback, let us know what episodes you want to hear, all the things.
Absolutely. And also, I want to add, don't forget that we have really cool things for you in the show notes. Miss Kira has her free hypnosis, right, on
I
there.
do. I've got a self
Yeah,
love hypnosis in there. Yep.
yes, yes. And you can definitely follow us on Instagram. I have not been active on Instagram. I'm taking a long break from social media, but also
Smart.
if you would like to, you can book a free consultation with Kira, and you can also book a self-love coaching session with me. But please download her self-love hypnosis because you definitely need that, especially, um, right now.
Yeah. Awesome. All
All
right,
right.
guys. We'll see you on the next episode.